Hey guys, it's Kayla. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you guys are here for another video with me. Today I am making some pillowcases for actually my own personal use for my couch. So I have this beautiful pink rosette fabric, and then I have this, I think this color is called saltwater, but this rosette fabric for the other side. And these are already cut to size. I have two of them because I found this 2-pack of pillows in the clearance aisle at Walmart. So I was very excited. So I got 2 pillows for $6.56. They are in 18-inch pillows, and I snagged those up as fast as I could. So I'm really excited to show you guys how I'm going to make these. And then I'm going to show you guys how I sew my pillowcases closed, because obviously you can't like top stitch around it like you do a blanket or anything like that. And I'm not doing a pillowcase that has like an envelope opening so that you could change the pillowcase out. I'm going to sew this directly and then stuff the pillow inside, and then I will hand stitch it closed. So I will show you guys how to do that and how to hide your thread. But first I want to show you guys, I actually sell this rosette fabric. I don't know if you guys have seen it in my Etsy shop. I sell this rosette fabric. I have it right here. And actually, let me show you guys up close. So here is the fabric up close. It is, I wish you guys could feel this through the camera. It is so soft. And this that I bought that I'm putting with it, I actually bought from another shop called Cali Quilt Co. on Etsy. And I bought from them before I started selling fabric myself. All of this Minky is from Shannon Fabrics, even this Minky that I bought before. And I just wanted to show you guys because I offer something similar in my shop. And you can kind of tell on camera, but the one that I had before is just a little bit darker of that light blue. And this was the only shade that they offered, so I don't know if they just changed their color or if they don't offer this darker one anymore. But when I bought these bolts wholesale, they didn't have this darker color. They just had this one. But as you can see, it still matches because it has the lighter greens in there. So it still matches, but I will say the one that I bought from Cali Quilt Co. on Etsy is a little bit darker. But I still think that they both match very well. And I even think that this pink Minky dot matches really good too. So there you go. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay the back side up, right side up, and then I'm going to find which way my nap goes, and then put that at the top, and then lay them right sides together, and then I'm going to pin it. If you have seen any of my other baby blanket making videos, then you know that I like a lot of pins. And I will do a row of pins along the outside, and then I will do a second row of pins, and then I will add extra security in the corners. You can never have too many pins. Let me say it again. You can never have too many pins. Minky on Minky loves to slide, and it will slip if you are not careful. So if you have a million pins, use a million pins. Don't say I didn't warn you. So let's go ahead and get both of these pinned, and then we will go from there. Okay, so now these are both pinned and ready to go, and I'm going to go ahead and sew. I'm going to leave quite a bit of room where I stop and start, just so I have enough room to stuff the pillow inside. So that is going to mean more hand stitching, but I don't mind. So just so you know, I'm probably going to leave most of one side open. So probably That's probably about a foot. I'm gonna probably leave a whole foot open. So I'm gonna start and stop, and I'm going to use probably a 1/4 inch seam allowance. I'm going to use a pretty small seam allowance. I want to get as close to the edge as I'm comfortable sewing, just because they're 18-inch pillows and these pieces are exactly 18-inch, but I want it pretty snug on there. So I'm just going to give myself a real minimal seam allowance, and then we will stuff our pillows in. So let's get these sewn. Okay, so here they are with the pillows all stuffed inside of them. I am so excited about this, but I will say, even though I was a little worried about how snug it was going to be, I actually still have quite a bit of room. So even if where I'm going to sew the fabric closed, like if I just kept it where it's at, I'm still going to have quite a bit of excess fabric right here. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. I know I'm at a weird angle right now, but I still have like excess fabric right here. So I'm going to cheat a little bit, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold in and kind of remake where my corner is. It is going to give me more to hand stitch, but I think in the end it's going to look a lot better. So I'm basically just going to maneuver where my whole corner is. So let me go ahead and get my needle and thread ready, and I will show you how I hand stitch this closed. Okay, so I just have these needles that came with my machine. I gotta be honest, I don't know like what size they are or anything. I just know that this is what I want to use. So I have some white thread here, and I'm going to just put it through. Don't mind my kids. They are currently fighting over Batman. Okay, and then I am going to find my end pieces. This is going to get tedious because it's going to want to knot, but we need a piece this big. So I have both of my thread end pieces, and I'm just going to make a big knot. There's one. Two. Usually I knot it around I don't know, probably 3 to 4 times, just because I really want to make sure it's not going to pull through the fabric as I'm stitching. Okay, so that's a pretty good one. So hopefully you guys can see that. That's a pretty good knot. So I'm going to straighten this back out. And then what I am going to do is just set this to the side so I don't lose it. I'm just going to poke it into my box there. And then what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to fold in the corners. You can see how much excess fabric I have right here. And then I'm going to find my original corner and then fold it in on itself. Sorry, I gotta turn it towards me. Okay, and I'm going to grab a pin and pin it exactly where I want it. And then I'm just going to go across and fold both of the fabrics and put them together and then pin. And then I'm just going to keep going across, making it as tight to the pillow as I prefer. Okay, keep going. And poke yourself in the process. Okay, almost there. Okay, let's go ahead and do one more right there. Okay, so that, I know it doesn't look good on this side, but we're not going to have those wrinkles there. So don't worry about that right now, but now it is tight to the pillow just like I want. And I'm going to bring you guys at a different angle so that you can see how I do the top part. Okay, so I have my needle threaded and then I have my big knot. Sorry, my camera's not really focusing right now. But I am ready to go. So I'm going to start in the corner. And what we're going to do is, you see how they fold in on each other? So we are going to be sewing on the inside of that. We're not going to be sewing on the outside at all. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your needle and you're going to grab just a little pinch of fabric on the inside. I mean, just a tiny little pinch of fabric. And then you're going to pull it through until it hits the knot. You trying to say hi? And then, oops, pull it through. Okay. And then, so I grabbed a little pinch of the white. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go directly horizontal and grab a piece of the green. So I'm not going down from it. I'm going directly horizontal from where I just put my knot. And same thing on the inside, I'm going to grab just a little pinch of the green fabric and pull. And then I'm kind of using this hand to guide and make sure it doesn't do that and get all knotted. Okay, let's see here. Okay, there we go. And now that I have it pulled through, I'm going to cut these little tails from where my knot was so that those don't get lost again. And then you're going to pull it as you get here. So now I grabbed a little pinch of the green. So now I'm going to go just over from the first stitch of the white and then grab another little piece of the white, and then same thing, just kind of guide it through and then pull it tighter. And you can see, hopefully, that it is starting to close and you can't see the stitches at all. So now I'm going to go back directly horizontal across, grab a little pinch of the green fabric, and pull it through, pull it tighter right here, and go directly across to the white. And as it gets closer, pull it tighter. And so I'm going to do that across the whole thing. So now that I did a little piece of white, go directly horizontal back to the green, and then just keep going horizontal back across until I am all done. And then I will show you guys how I knot it at the end. Okay, so now I am at the very end, and as you can see, I think it turned out great. It is a lot tighter to the blanket. I don't really mind the couple little wrinkles that I got right here. It doesn't bother me, but it is sewn completely closed. So now what I have, I am at the end here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through one more time, and instead of pulling it all the way through, I'm going to loop it, and then I'm going to do that probably 3 times. Loop it through, pull. Let's do one more. Loop it through and pull. Hang on a sec, bud. Okay, I'll feed you in just a second. Okay, so now, do you want to go get a granola bar and I'll open it for you?
I did.
Oh, you already had one today? Go get a fruit snack and I'll open it for you. It sounds yummy. Okay, so I looped it through 3 times, and what I'm going to do is I am going to poke my needle all the way through, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to push on my pillow until I find it. So see the needle sticking out right here? And I'm going to pull it, and then I'm going to pull it even tighter and cut it as tight as I can, and then the thread basically just gets lost inside. So you have it knotted up here, and you don't have to worry about your tail because your tail's inside the pillow. So there we have it. So there is pillow number 1. So here they are on my couch all finished, and I am obsessed. I think they are perfect pillows for spring and to decorate with. I am loving how soft they are. Honest to goodness, I cannot wait to take a nap on these pillows and just feel the soft Minky on my face. It's gonna make for the best nap ever. So I am really happy with how these turned out. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Okay guys, so I just wanted to show you that blanket stitch, or sorry, the ladder stitch, invisible stitch, blind stitch, whatever it is you want to call it. I wanted to show you just on this scrap piece of fabric how to do it. I think it was kind of hard to see in the Minky, and I just want to make sure I'm providing you guys with a good tutorial. So I have my needle right here on my white thread, and I have my knot down here, and I'm going to cut my tail off. And so what I'm going to do is, so these are my seams, if you will, and they are together. So what I'm going to do is I am going to grab just a little pinch of fabric on the inside. I'm not having the needle go through on the outside. It is just on the inside. So I'm going to pull it through until, whoops, until it hits my knot, like that. Okay, and so I'm going to grab that, put my fabric back. Obviously, if this was like an actual blanket or something, I would have it pinned so that it would stay closed. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, so my thread's right here, I'm going to go directly horizontal across on the inside of this side. So same thing, I'm just going to grab a little bit of a pinch of fabric. It's hard to do while trying to keep it in the camera. And then I'm going to pull with my left hand and hold it right here. So now I am on this side, and I'm going to go back across, grab a little pinch of fabric, and then pull. Oops. And then pull. And you can see it's hidden. So now let's go across again. So grab a little pinch of fabric on the inside and pull. So basically you just do that along your whole thing, and you will have a hidden stitch all along your piece. So I hope that helps. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if you have any more questions with how to do this. I'll do one more. We go across just on the inside, grab a little pinch of fabric and pull. So you can see it's completely hidden. So it is a great stitch to know how to do. Okay guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys like the pillows that I made. Again, if you guys are interested in this fabric, I do have it for sale in my Etsy shop, twolittlepoppies.etsy.com. Again, the one that I made this pillow with is a little bit darker than what I have in stock, but it all still matches because this has the lighter colors in it, and it is such a perfect spring pillow. I'm so happy with how they turned out. Before you go, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.